Hello everyone, my name is Knight of Squires and this is Warhammer Total War 2. As always, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. If not, welcome back. So today we're going to carry on this playthrough here. If you remember from last session, we crushed is probably a strong word. We just about managed to not get murdered by Digger. Although that wasn't who he was last time. We killed the character who it was. We took quite a battering with this army here, but we are still going, still here. So we're gonna let them recuperate. The worst thing that'll happen is he will come and attack. If he does, we'll just crush him because we have him plus the garrison for this area, which is another 5 units. So that should hopefully allow us to survive that. We're still losing a little bit of money. We need to deal with that. We've got a nice influx from these fights that we've been having. So we're just going to attempt, where possible, to make ourselves enough, to make enough changes to get some of this money flowing back in. That's an extra 50 gold. It's not a huge amount. That takes up 2,500, but nets us 125. We really need to be winning some of these fights. That's what we really need at this moment, is to be winning some of these fights and making some more money. So, I think we're going to repair this because it'll get us a little bit more and gives us some... the high sentinels all the way over there, though. I don't hugely worry too much. I'm going to spend that because that will net us some more money, and that might be the ideal here. Let's send Boris over there to go and get that shortly. So we're going to scooch through all of these notifications and we're going to end the turn there. Okay, so the children of the old one have moved a little closer to my city again. If we were to attack, however, we don't get the bonus of the garrison, so we're not going anywhere. We're just going to continue to wait there a moment. He can heal up.
Yes.
And do you know what? I think this is where we're going to go from here. He's going to move over here with all of his tired soldiers. And then Marcus is going to come stepping out and deal with this guy. I'm not even going to bother because this is so utterly crushing. Although, yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. We just lost both of our knights. That's a problem. That's going to be a huge problem later. That's going to really, really irritate me. That's going to be a problem later. But we have the Griffin banner. Losing those cavalry, that's a blow. That is a blow. We will, in their place, take a couple of units of handgunners, but that was frustrating. We shall upgrade the Leopold Wiesmund with a Shield of Faith, which will give himself and allies within 40 meters some damage resistance, which is always nice. A couple of our other guys have some points as well. There he is, Kalara, there she is. She can take Endurance of Oak to increase her HP by 3%. Tempered Rigor, don't really need that. And Foe Seeker, which gives us some speed. I think we're going to go with the Endurance of Oak. Get her leveling up that so that she can get some additional health. That's always handy. That's also decreased our predicted income, which is good. At this point we can probably take that.
Superb huntsmanship, man.
I don't really want to just yet. I'm still trying to find ways to make a little bit more money here and there. Upgrading this port would be good. So the High Sentinel wouldn't allow me to do that. That would be what I'd need though. Monument of the Moon has got a full port. Temple of Kara, you don't have a full port either. But that's 1500 and we can then get another money making building. So we'll go with that one. That'll take us a few turns.
Another hunt,
But
another trophy.
hopefully we should get over to this mysterious island in that time.
Mission
So
accomplished.
that's going to be the end of that turn. So we've once again had the migration, which can give us recruitment costs are a little lower and some extra growth. I think that's going to be useful here, so we're going to take the extra growth.
Huntsman General.
Boris, you can scoot yourself out there because you're going to have to sail all the way around. We're still at a negative, but it's a much less of a negative while we wait for everything to recover. What's the best way to go about this? We could scooch round here to attack Talaxlan. We own that already. I think we're going to continue to let Marcus recover. Obviously, he's not.
Huntsman General.
There's a shipwreck over there, which is likely to give us some gold, as is this island here. And then potentially that shipwreck over there. I think we're going to do some... and a skull reef. I think we're going to try and take a few of these to get ourselves a little bit extra gold. The Sword of Cain is here, which I'm not going to lie, I'm really tempted to go and try and take, just to see what happens when an Empire Huntsman General has the Sword of Cain, but I don't think it's necessarily going to be all that useful. So we're going to end that turn and we'll see where we're at for the turn after. So we've gained some of the we've gained some armor plating for our steam tank, which I can't remember which army that's in. This one. There's my steam tank. It's now got plus 8% armor, as do all of my war wagons, 2 of which have mortars. This is quite a fun little army. It's got a lot of... It could do with probably more melee units. Although, we've got the Sons of Sigmar, who are unbreakable. 4 units of good spearmen. A unit of halberdiers. They can be melee in a pinch. And then you've got some archers. 3 handgun units. These make me happy. And then all the artillery we could possibly ever need. And then the hostility dissipates and we go back down to every 48 turns. So, and predicted income has plummeted again, which I could do without. It's because I've got some hero recruited for some reason.
Your orders.
I don't really know why you're here. Not sure why you're here. So I kind of don't want you to be. Kind of rather you weren't.
Step to it.
Let's have you totter off over there for a bit.
Marcus.
Marcus has leveled up casually. So we're going to, what's Executioner? Scaled projectile damage against combatants with missing health. Causes moderate magical damage, good against large combatants, good against armor. And for that I need 4 skill points, of which we have 3. Destroy the Heart is plus 4 missile strength, or Seasoned Marksman reload time, both of which increase the missile strength, but this one does it by more. So we'll take that. That seems a decent enough reason. And Hedwig von Hall can have Stalker, I guess. Yeah. Stalker, campaign line of sight increase would be nice. There's not a whole lot here that I want, actually. Opportunist, charge bonus, survivalists. As hunters go, I'm not overly impressed by the Witch Hunter. I don't hugely rate him. Missile resistance. There you go. You can have some missile resistance. And then this guy can
men are
scooch
keen.
out into the
Quiet
waves. We'll ignore all of that attrition. We don't like that.
Marcus,
He's still
Wolfhard.
recovering, but we've got some new research available. Multiple artillery barrels, which increases artillery strength, or ammunition. Income from industries. Income from trade. I think income from industries plus 10% is what we need, because we need to start making some money again. We're woefully short. So we've had a peace treaty come in from Mukip, or Mudkip, of the Lizard Men from the Sentinels of Shetty. Let's see if I can get him to give me some money. I think you should give me 600 gold. Perfect. That should buy us another turn. Hexawatl have performed the Rite of Awakening, which doesn't make a whole heap of difference to us, but we're now going to come to... I'm going to take this off of Fleet
Okay.
Rising stance.
Anchor up.
Let's go and check out this mysterious island and see what this says. Nothing? Oh. Normally a pop-up occurs at that point. Interesting.
Forced
Well,
to track.
In that case,
Hasten
let's
this
speed
boat.
back up and go that
Setting
way.
sail.
The mysterious island was nothing. Well, that was
Directly.
slightly depressing. Maddie Coughlin.
Preemptive strike.
Let's see if we can go and... Critical failure. He's been wounded. Well, that'll save me some gold. I don't have to deal with him. You're still recovering. Almost enough to start moving around, though, I guess. This is now complete, which means I can stick another industry in here, because this gives us industry and generates 250 gold. Then plus 10% from everything shortly, and we should be okay. However, this treasury does not fill me with joy. There is nobody that we're in good terms with.
Abroad is all. Whichever woeful deity protects you, it ends here.
Can
We'll
you
spill
give
your
me a
blood.
trade agreement? No, you don't want a trade agreement? But I make this would be so useful to me.
Madness. No.
Alright. Well, screw you. Screw you. That's all I can say to that. Screw you.
How to proceed?
The nation calls.
I almost need somebody to attack me at this point. Like, I need somebody to attack me so that I can claim some gold from them. But I don't think that's going to happen. Which is frustrating. Yes, I have low funds. We know. So we have a peace treaty from the Vampire Counts. Sorry, the Vampire Coast. Which I'm okay with. I should have asked for more money. That was silly of me. Oh, my College of Pyrotechnics has been wiped out. Ah, that makes me sad. And we are bankrupt. And have an imminent rebellion in the southern jungles. Ugh.
Huntsman General. Covering water.
He's going to go over here. He might be able to check the shipwreck, even in fleet stance. I'm not entirely certain. See, location of interest. That doesn't help me at all. I need the money from this. Never mind.
Marcus Wolfhard.
He can't even... He needs to step out and go into encamp stance. So I need 50% of my movement left. Let's go this way, actually. Because we've got an imminent rebellion. So we'll go that way. And then... Why can't I enter encamp stance? I need 50%. I have 50%. No, I have 49. Well. Okay. That was unhelpful. To say the least. Unhelpful. Let's try something next turn. The imminent rebellion will at least give me some money when I crush it. So that will be useful there.
Lands are earmarked for the Emperor.
So Soothsayer would like to have a peace treaty. I'm not going to forget this time, and I'm going to ask him for some money, because I don't really... Well, that sounds like a problem on you. That sounds like a him problem. Okay, so we've got some Skaven raiding our holding over here. They're raiding the top holding, thankfully, which, as we've previously stated, I have made largely impregnable with all of the walls and things we have there. So that makes me happy. We're going to make that very difficult to besiege, and hopefully should buy me enough time to wander over there without losing every soldier I have in the process.
The nation calls.
We're going to 50% movement,
Heading out.
move to there, and encamp, so that we don't lose all of our soldiers. Because I'm not about this. The Effervescent Rift, Winds of Magic have increased. I don't have any wizards, which makes me really concerned, because I like having wizards. Wizards are really good. They're kind of the point of playing this game, I feel. Let's go to there, and then let's go here. Give me the gold. Why does that not... Why is that twice now? That's not done anything. I don't understand. I don't understand why that isn't doing anything.
Speed, helmsman.
Pretty certain that is supposed to give me
Huntsman General.
gold or an event of some form, but it's just not doing it. Very strange.
Traitors always get found out in the end.
Training experience, yeah. Oh, this is Kalara, so she can have some more of her HP. Let's make her really strong. She's definitely probably one of my most powerful heroes at the moment.
For now.
Stimulate growth, replenish troops, hinder replenishment, specialist. Let's increase the replenishment rate for when everybody gets back on what they're doing. And let's try again. I think this is the Children of the Gods, or no, Zalanhuapek. Will you give me gold? Like, if you're not going to give me gold, you're not going to have a peace treaty. I will take an offer of less gold. I will take an offer of 800. Okay. I need more than 300 gold because I need it to survive till the end of the turn. Yep, the Rite of Awakening has been performed by somebody else. Some more raiding. And I'm still bankrupt.
Tracker of distinction.
Attention, Boris Hart. Oh, attrition. That's it. He's suffering from attrition. We know. Gosh, he does not move very fast, does he? Would probably have been faster to sail round.
Scout leader.
Well, there we go. He can do that, because then he can go into encamp.
Forage.
This is a super, super fun way of playing this game.
Ragtaggers.
So we'll come out
Very
of
well.
encamp, and we'll scooch around down to the 50,
Covering ground.
and then back into encamp.
A defensible spot.
Really need to find some way to make some money, I think. Hopefully this technology will bump up our income so that it goes into a positive. We'll find out next turn, I guess. So we're still being raided, shock horror, and we're still bankrupt. Technology increase from industry to 10%, so we're not quite in the positive, but we're super close. So that's good. Research rate, hero capacity. These are no use to me. I need income from industry plus 10%. I need that. Yeah, I need some of these because these are Actually, I don't need any of these at the bottom here, but I do need these. But more importantly, income from trade 10%. I have a trade partner currently. I need them to be making me some more money.
The nation calls. Get a move on. Garrison duties.
Get in there and get in the garrison.
Equipment check.
It's not going to stop him from suffering the penalties, but next turn I will be able to attack him, and then we'll be good. So, let's get on with that, and next turn we'll complete this fight, and that will probably see the end of the episode, honestly. So, we're still being raided and we're still bankrupt. You do shock me. But
Huntsman General.
this should deal with that problem. What is his? He's got some storm vermin, some clan rat with spears, some storm vermins, but I'm pretty certain I can take him even if I just use the steam tanks and mortars. So I know all my guys are super weak right now, but we're gonna go for it.
Time to fight.
And this is not going to be a hugely difficult fight,
Strike first.
but
Strike
we're going to
fast.
fight it to make sure we don't lose too many of our soldiers.
All or nothing.
And let's go. I will pause it here and I will resume once the battle has loaded. So here we are. The battle against the foul ratmen. I have a hill which is super handy. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stick both my mortars up here. What's the range on you guys? Pretty long, not the end of the... Not quite long enough, but it's a pretty decent range. So I'm then going to put all of these guys in a nice little block. So can you get up here? You can, and you can. So we're going to pop ourselves here. Steam tank on one, steam tank over here on one side. And then we'll stick Sterling's Revenge over here. And all my handgunners. Do I have any archers in this? You're an archer unit, you count. They can all go behind here like that. So that we've got plenty to deal with anything that may or may not come along. Like that. And then the war wagon units, regular war wagons, there. Mortar unit, there. Is your range the same as a normal mortar? No. I think you're going to go here so that you can actually fire at them from the opening of the battle, because then I can move back. So, fire at will, turn off skirmish mode. All of you turn off skirmish mode, and you turn off skirmish mode. Turn off skirmish mode. Perfect. And
your ranged weapons may prove decisive in the coming battle, Commander. Bring them to bear against the enemy from afar, but be sure to protect them as well.
oh, that's awfully pretty. Not a hugely good shot, but at some point very soon they're going to step in line of the actual mortars. What's the minimum range of the mortars? Oh, super close. Yeah, that hit them. Can you fire while moving? War wagon mortars? No. We'll try and get one more volley off on those slingers. And then we'll pull you back to here. I think I missed those slingers. They moved, but mortar shells are now starting to rain down from everyone.
The forest may be used to conceal your movements, Commander.
Why are you
Close
not
with the
moving?
enemy under
Move.
cover of the trees to retain the element of surprise.
Take aim! Yes, General! Shoot!
Halberdiers.
And then we'll start moving in.
Ready for war!
Yes, sir. To the Empire! All ranks, fire! Mortar!
And then we're just going to rain mortar shells down on the bunched up units, basically.
The Emperor! Fire!
Steam tank, please go and engage. I could do with you actually engaging at this point.
By Ulrich's
Mortars, actual mortars, please bomb them.
cannon fire!
Let's just start blowing everybody to hell.
Out and dry!
You're all... oh,
Target
I've turned on.
fire! The
That was dumb.
Empire ensures
Fire at will. Fire at will.
it and fire!
Fire at will.
Ready to engage!
And
Take aim!
fire at will.
Ready to engage!
I've turned off fire at will and forgot to turn on... instead of turning off skirmishing, which was silly of me. War wagons, turn back on fire at will.
Fire!
I don't know what your range is, but
In range!
let's just open fire with everything.
By Ulrich's wrath! Weapons drawn! Strike them down!
Let's get this steam tank in and amongst the enemy, shall we? I don't really imagine this is going to be overly difficult with having a steam tank involved, but
Mortar! Pick your targets!
and having 4 mortars is super handy as well.
Sigma! Guide our fire!
Being able to just drop mortar shells from everywhere. Oh, you've decided to come back.
Fire!
We'll deal with you then. Can't have that. Nope, you've broken forever. They've been obliterated. Everybody's running. Terror routing. Mass terror routing. Yay, steam tank. Steam tanks are the best. Yay! Look at that for a victory. It's not a huge victory because it wasn't overly difficult, but steam tank getting 192 kills, mortars getting basically 100 each between them. Actual mortars getting 100 between them. You know, these Spinmen didn't do much, but the Sterling's Revenge getting 82 kills. These are all good. This unit of Clanrat's got 1 kill total. That's nice. He did alright. He got 20 kills. We lost 111 men. I can't really argue with that when they lost nearly 800. But that's the end of that. I will see you at the battle resolve screen. So, at the end of that battle, we gained 151 gold, which was barely worth the effort it cost to actually take the
I'm
fight.
feeling merciful
But
today.
we'll gain 328 there, which will put us over. Again, that didn't
Superb huntsmanship.
go in. I think this game is perhaps a little buggy. There it is. I was gonna say I think this game's a little bugged. So we've got some magic items and stuff here. I think we're just
Mission
gonna
accomplished.
honestly we're gonna go
Ready to
and
fight.
do this again. Gonna go and make another fight here. We're not gonna actually fight it because it doesn't seem like
This
it's
is
overly
what we
worth it.
trained for.
We're gonna crush him utterly. We lost that unit of halberdiers,
Captives are a burden.
and we're gonna
You live.
make some more money.
Keep the pace.
Because that is what is important here. And then
Get a move on.
just scooch
Garrison
back
duties.
to get back into the city so we can get some
We're
garrisons
born to
rebuilding because oh my lord, all of my dudes need more. I need more dudes. Both of my armies need more dudes.
Is that a fight?
You can have Quiver of Akshi. Ooh, I like this. Replaces the Arrow of Akshi. So we're gonna go down this one. Sure and True, which gives reload skill, armor piercing missile damage, and base missile damage, all plus 5%. Which, not gonna argue, seems real good. And then I believe Leopold, yeah, Leopold. You can have some soothsaying, give him an additional leadership buff. It's nice to just really hammer home getting my guys in some
By
form
the
of
Emperor's
order.
authority.
Stop them all attempting to run away. Because we don't want that. We don't want people running away. Okay, so the treasury is
Equipment check.
in a decent spot. We do have a unit of halberdiers that we can equip, but it's going to take us back into the negatives. So I think for a little while, we're going to try and
How to proceed?
keep ourselves in a positive, and perhaps actually in an attempt to get more into a positive,
Equipment check.
let's just try and get some of these units bunched together, as that will help
The nation calls.
with getting us into a positive for a short while. We only need it for a short while, but I do need to get some money coming in so that I can rebuild our economy, so that I can support both of these armies simultaneously. But that is going to be the end of today's episode. I know it was a pretty short one and not a hugely eventful one, but that is the end. I have a special announcement I would like to make at this stage. I have been running a Warhammer Total War 2 battle tournament using the Swiss battle format, Swiss tournament format, I guess. And over the course of this week, the first round has gone up. Over the course of this week, I'm going to be posting the battles from the other two, from the various participants over the course of this week. Round 1 will go up. So please feel free to join me in those. The intention is that the top table at the end in the final round will be live streamed, so I hope you will all join me for that. But yeah, so please keep an eye out for those additional videos. I will make additional posts about them as and when they are live, so that you'll be able to see them, so that you can keep track and root for your favorites. And hopefully that will be entertaining for you all. Aside from that, as always, it has been lovely to have you. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you tomorrow.